Alright, we have a new chapter of Komi-san. This one is called Winter Clothes. It's chapter 219. And then there's also Winter Clothes 2, which got uploaded at the same point. And often they have these like very, very short chapters, which follow like a main chapter and is just a little like omake. So I think we're going to read both, unless the second one really is long. Anyways, so yeah, I've been reading this series for not too long now. I had heard from quite a few people that it was good, so I'd wanted to pick it up. And then when I was away on vacation last month, I had a good opportunity to just marathon through big chunks of it, and I got totally caught up. So here we are now. I'm going to start reading the new chapters as they come out now that I'm caught up. I hope you are happy about that. I don't know what to say. It's what we're doing. So, it's winter uniform time. She likes smelling shirts after they're freshly laundered. Yeah, me too. There's not very many things nicer than getting the clothes out of the dryer, tossing them on the couch or whatever, and then just like immersing your entire body. They smell nice. They're warm. They represent most of the work being done. You wash them and dried them. All there's left is to put them away. It's nice. A nice bit of satisfaction. So here she is in her winter uniform. Likes the smell of autumn. This is really nicely depicted, I think. Usually they have this kind of switch between the real cat-like Komi, like the more curious mode, and then the refined beauty that caused everyone to think she was so inapproachable. And I think kind of showing like the sensory notice, like suddenly taking notice of the smell of autumn in the one mode, and then transitioning into this kind of like enriched. This is how she's feeling when she's really smelling it. I like that. I like that. That kind of back and forth. And here's her classmate, Mabufu-chan, something like that. Mafuyu? No, that's in Bokuben. Sure. She's in her winter outfit too. A little different. The variation, of course, that you have with your limited options in Japanese schools is quite interesting to me. You can choose not to wear the ribbon if you like. You can choose, like, what is Komi-san? It's wearing tights. She's just got bare legs and the skirt. At any rate, and then she sees Tadano-kun, with whom she is, of course, hopelessly in love. Oh, your uniform's cute. It suits you well. Manbagi-san. That's what I was trying to think of. They're cute. Winter clothes are my thing, but they're pretty famous on the street. What? Is, they're famous? I don't know. The background here is nice too. The sunflowers and little pointillism dots and stuff. I like that. I really like such creative backgrounding. I had this lip reading assignment. What? What the heck is she talking about? So then they both see Tadano-kun. They want to get some compliments on their winter clothes. Alright. So they're kind of at an impasse where, of course, they can't admit to each other and to some extent themselves that they have feelings for this guy. And it's like because they're so occupied whenever the situation comes up, whenever they see Tadano, they're so in their own heads that it's like never going to be resolved. It's never like they're going to notice each other's behavior and notice these parallels. So I kind of like that. Like this sort of gridlock is pretty common in series like this. It's just going to go on and on and on without any good, meaningful mutual knowledge being exchanged. But at least it's like very in character. Like it kind of honors the characters more rather than something nice and convenient happening where they can just exchange words. Ooh, I love these shots. I especially love this last one with Tadano-kun blurry because he's so out of focus and close up with his two suitors stalking him. They just can't do it. These two both have communication disorders. Okay, a short chapter, and then I guess we get another short chapter. Winter Clothes Part 2. Ooh. What happened? Everyone is like dead at their desks. But why? Hajime is up at the board. What are they doing? pretty damn well what's going on. We're deciding what we're doing for the cultural festival. It's the year 2 cultural festival! The year 1 cultural festival is one of my favorite cultural festival arcs like ever. Not that it was so completely mind-blowing like a couple other series cultural festival arcs that, you know, worm their way into like a confession or something. Nothing that dramatic happened. It was just so well done. Like, it really brought out the fun and the variety of cultural festivals. You really had a sense that you were there in the school, taking part in all of these fun activities. I think it was masterfully done. I hope we get something to that tier again. Last year my class was this close to receiving grand prize. So yeah, I think like all of volume 5 is just cultural festival. Or maybe there's a few chapters, not cultural festival. Yeah, volume 5, chapter 62 begins the cultural festival arc when they're trying to figure out what to do. Everybody just wants to do Komi-san's thing. Yes. And then it goes until chapter, I guess right until the end of volume 5. The first chapter of volume 6 seems like it's like the after party and stuff, so it's kind of over. Yeah. Okay, that's amazing, isn't it? Almost the whole volume just for cultural festival. I sure hope we get something to that tier again. And yeah, they would have won except they were disqualified because they were doing illegal advertisement. The memory of that utter bitterness, I slept that night feeling misery and suffering. So you had a good sleep. So I solicited volunteers to join my cause, and we stayed up all night coming up with a stall that could give us first place. Yeah, I had a long night. The stalls we came up with are over there. Okay, let's see what ideas they have. Najimi wants to do Revenge Maid Cafe. Everyone's gonna wear Komi-san masks and become maids. I've dubbed it the Co-Maid Cafe. This is a brilliant plan. People seem on board with this. Die-hard Komi-san fans in their class seem to somehow think this is okay, that a mask is like a reasonable substitute. I don't know if I could possibly agree. The mask doesn't convey anywhere near the refinement or elegance. Please understand their brains are not functioning because they stayed up all night. Yes. Futsuki Natsu's plan. This is what I propose. Red light, green light. This will be your ordinary red light, green light. It's Daruma-san is falling over, as they say in Japanese. But it's the same game as red light, green light, where if you don't know, the idea is someone is like looking away, they say green light, everyone can like move, everyone is trying to get to the other side as quickly as possible. But then as soon as they say red light, turn and look, anyone who's still moving is kicked out of the game. So it's all about balancing, trying to cover some ground while you can move, but always being ready to completely stop at a moment's notice, not still stumbling forward. Blah, blah, blah. Komi-san will always be it. Komi-san will be looking back at us until we can touch her. It will be a godly act. Obviously, you'd be using the summer uniform to point touch. Oh no. Komi-san is so horrified. Kicho Men's plan. What do true users truly want? Contact users. But using excessive contact as a pretext will only lead to Osana Najimi's downfall part 2. Yeah. You can't do something that's even blatantly more against the rules than what you were doing last year. the tatami party plan, which recognizes that past and maintains that cultural aspect. Komi-san dresses as a Maiko and sings the Toradora and Kanbira Funebune songs. Tora. I thought Toradora at first, and I was like, Toradora OP? Bum, 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 dun, 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 dun. Is that? Dun, 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 dun. Is that the Toradora ED? Shoot, I don't know now. It's some other Annie song, maybe. Never-ending stream of customers saying seemingly logical, but actually completely illogical things because they stayed up all night. Okay, yeah, this is definitely not allowed. To touch Komi-san's boobs. Komi-san will just measure all of their chests. Oh no. These ideas are getting more and more depraved. Our candidates have spoken. Oh, they didn't even know she was there. Najimi just like decided on their own to make this whole presentation. Back when we had the test of courage during the summer, everyone came up with a plan to scare all of us. It's very scary and also very fun. Yeah, that was great. I thought I wanted to be part of the planning and preparation next time. So if all of you don't mind, I don't want us to just decide. I want us to think of ideas together. Yeah, this is nice. She doesn't want it to be all up to her. I mean, this should be the last of her objection right now. In fact, this is probably the worst time to be relinquishing this final executive control over what they do, because all of their plans involve putting her into terribly, terribly embarrassing situations. But Komi-san, so benevolent, so cluelessly benevolent, has decided this is somehow okay. Me being the centerpiece is a little... There we go. Good you specified that. That aside, winter uniforms are so nice. Okay, and that was the point of the chapter, in case you'd forgotten. Alright, so in the next episode, the cultural festival preparations are on their way. I am so excited. Another cultural festival arc. All sorts of chances for developments and stuff to happen here. I feel like the plot line with Party B, this other interested girl, has been advancing quite rapidly recently, and the cultural festival, of course, is a fantastic opportunity for developments in that regard. So I think there will be one kind of explosive romantic climax, and it'll be her asking Tadano-kun out, and that will be mind-boggling to the extreme. But it won't do anything towards our main plot line, of course, of Komi-san and Tadano-kun, who've had so many wonderful, wonderful moments together. Oh my god. It's candy. Remember that? When he's like, well, it's candy. Alright. Good chapters. Let's look forward to more next week. Bye-bye for now.